Hello again. This is the continuation of, I think, Blue Part A, the Kirk school. I wasn't feeling well yesterday, so that's why I didn't finish the video. My students have been sick for the last 3 weeks, and I think I got it, and I became a casualty of war, I guess. We finished with this school. I kind of rushed through it, but it's the same as all the other elementary schools. And a reason I thought about this last night when I was falling asleep. The reason why the elementary schools don't have chairs in the classrooms is because I don't think that elementary school kids should be stuck to a chair, like even today. So that's why there's no chairs because it's a movable classroom. Like they can move around and do all those stupid things. So yeah, that's that if you're wondering. So well, we're gonna do Kirk. This is actually modeled after a school that I live near. I don't think it's anything correct at all. I just kind of saw Google Earth and was like, okay, I think it would look like this. So this is Kirk. What should we do first? We'll do the academic side first. So if you can't tell, this is an auditorium. I never finished the exterior. And I probably should. But this is Kirk right now. James T. Kirk, or it's James Tiberius Kirk High School, but it's James Tiberius. Wow. Oh my freaking gosh. I seriously just I will fix that when the video is done. I need to write that down. Actually, maybe it's on the other side? No. Oh. Fix Kirk. Completed. Sign. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna eat myself. Well, I'll put that as a placeholder. Completed 12/19/2021. I don't know. I know that's that. No, it's 12/09. Completed 12/09/21. Okay. Well, that's just embarrassing. Can't even do spectator. Okay. Well, here's the thing. It doesn't look that tall from afar, but when you stand underneath, you're like, oh, that's really high up there. This is the academic hall, then this is the performing arts center, and the cafeteria is back there, and then that is their gymnasium. But we'll do that after we get through. So this is the first school that actually has taller windows. That's why it looks a little funky. Because normally it'd be one block shorter. Anywho, right here we have the entrance. Attendance is here. Counseling is over here. Very small. Only a couple offices. Not much is going on. Attendance is a little bigger, or I guess the main office. Just has a little more, and then that's an access point for teachers to avoid that. So, yeah. And then this is the foyer, or I guess the hallway. Each wing is named after like alpha, beta, delta, like very spacey. Let's do this side first, alpha wing. So each one looks basically like this. You have classrooms here, restrooms right there, and then there's a loop on the inside. Here's the nurse, fairly large, not much is going on. And then we have a staircase here. So I guess we'll do... No, we'll do the first floor, then we'll do the second floor. This one's just very standard. This is what the bottom floor of this looks like. Not much going on. Restrooms. This is HVAC, so air conditioning would be in here. I put the box in there. And then classrooms here and right there. And let's do, I think this is beta. Beta wing. So on the exterior, there are normal classrooms, and on the interior are science. They don't have labs per se, but there is a cross through. But each science room gets its own prep room, just because there's so much space in between. So that's also in the prep room, and each one has that. This is a normal classroom. That one has no windows. Let me show you what that does. So the bottom floor has a different window design than the top floor to keep it a little different. But standard classroom, and then back here are the bathrooms. We have one out there, and we have one back here. This is a normal classroom. These are normal as well. And then a staircase here with an exit right here as well. So, yeah. Easy. We continue on. Here we have a teacher's lounge. I went to the actual school that this was named after, or not named after, but based after, and this is actually 2 floors, and that academic hall should have more hallways and stuff, but a big teacher's lounge, never filled it in. Right here we have a beautiful, just, I don't know, I guess this is another foyer, but it's just really tall. I think it looks really cool, so. Oh, and the beta wing and alpha wing are the same on the first and second floor. So I don't find a need to go through both. But yes, this is, I don't know, I think it looks so cool. Anywho, this is the library. Fairly large, I think. I don't know. Like it has lots of windows. And we have 2 MPRs, multi-purpose rooms over here. And then it also has storage. I don't know how big the storage is. Decent size. But yeah, that's the library. I think it's snazzy. Here is Charlie Wing. It's somewhat similar, but different. So this side is the same. Replica. Stairwell's over here though. And then there should be like a further exit, but I cut it off because on Google Maps it's cut off. For Google Earth, and then I put in huge workshops. So on the second floor it's cut off. So the second floor has just straight classrooms. I don't know what these are actually used for. Don't know if they actually exist or not. But they do in this world. Oh, here's classrooms. I think this is like a computer lab. This looks like one. So we're gonna go to the computer lab. And then here too. And then the actual school that this is based after has a huge science extension right here. But we don't have that. And then here is the Delta Wing. It's a cut-off version of the other one, like cut off way early. So small. And then let's go up the stairs. These should have guards, but womp womp. Don't fall off the stairs and die. So that's the Charlie Wing. See, that's cut off. This is kind of like the floor below, but at the end of it, like, we see how it continues on. At the end of it, there's offices. I don't know what these offices would be for, but there's a lot. In my mind, maybe a dean's office. I'm not too sure, but it's cool because they look down into the school. So I think cool. So yeah. And then here's the Charlie Wing second floor. Yeah. Very simple. I like this layout. I think it's efficient. Kind of like a mall. And then you could like stay in the Alpha Wing, you know? Like you could have science, math, and English all in the same wing. And then you don't have to actually leave the wing to interchange floors. You could use the staircase in the wing. I just think that makes sense. Like even here, there's a stairwell here. Kids can use it to stay in the same wing. There should be no reason that they leave the wing, which I guess is a very good thing. But this is the exterior. And here's the gym. that's the fine arts area. See the is also here. I think it's a similar issue. No. Anyway. Here's the gymnasium or athletics. That's the second floor. We'll go there shortly. Here we have dance. Has a tiny. Look down. It should extend, but I just so happen to want to put storage up there. So I think it looks really short because of this. But I don't want to really take that down because I think it also is cool. Oh, the stairs have their own entrance. Wow, what a waste of space. And then tiny locker room. What's this? Exit. Mat room. Big mat room. Okay. This is the weight room. With no weights, because I don't have a lot for that. And here's storage. That's a big storage room. Wow. Yeah. What's this? More just emptiness. Cool. And here we have the gyms. We have small gym, which is technically gym 1. Good size. I think it's a good size gym. Kind of ugly though. We'll be honest. Then we have gym 2. This did not look like this when I first built this. It looked like that. So this is not original. But all of my schools kind of have the same gym look. So it's just following that. But for some reason, I decided to put both locker rooms in here. So, like, and they're tiny. Everyone has to walk through this freaking gym. I don't know. It's stupid. I'm not going to renovate it. It's not worth my time, to be honest. Here's floor number 2. Coach's offices are up here. Restrooms. Another room. Another room. Dang. And more offices. So, yeah. I don't know. It kind of gives athletics. So, it's not much, but it's something. And then, let's go to fine arts. That's how big that is. And this looks bigger than it actually is, I think. Let's go to this lobby entrance. So, huge lobby. It's actually called a vomitorium because back in the day, during the Romans and Greeks and all that jazz, people would go vomit in the exit area. So, if you ever want to know what it was actually called, it's called a vomitorium. That's an architect. That's why I know. Yeah. So this is the foyer. Very tall. Very weird. So that's concessions. Men's. Women's is down there. How small are these? Oh, well, could have done better. I should have. Okay. Well, it's already been built. It's fine. Here's another entrance, and then right there is the cafeteria. So let's go around, and then we'll go up those stairs. Here's the cafeteria. Good size. Stairs and then space. Restrooms in the cafeteria because I think that smart kids don't have to even go cause trouble. Who would have thunk it? And then we have lots of seating. And then, right here, James Tiberius. This has the coolest floor. Especially because, like, the entrance is right here, another entrance. So kids don't even have to go through the lobby. They can just come out this way. Then its ceiling is a little edited. But, yes. Cool floor. It should say James Tiberius Kirk. I don't know why. I didn't write Kirk. So, anywho, that happened. So over here we have art rooms. So just classrooms that are apparently empty. So we're good. So this looks odd. Reason being, that stage used to be one shorter on both ends. And I don't know what caused me to extend it out one, but I did. I think it was because of the wing. Like the wing was really small or something like that. It's a big auditorium, it's a big stage, but I think the wings were too small for what I wanted. So that's why it looks like that, and then it narrows down right here. We have restrooms right here, and then we have the choir room number 1, and practice rooms galore. Here's practice room, practice room, practice room, practice room, storage, storage, storage. I don't know why it's that big. This is actually based off of the Reagan choir room. I don't really think it's like it, but it's small, just like it. So I thought that was cool. But yeah, this is the room. Piano actually does make noise. Let's see if we can do it. I can't even see the letters. Ah, yay. I can't hear that, so hopefully I'm right. I don't know. Here's another entrance to it, and then office, and then cool area. I like this style of choir room the best because it's not a box. It is a box, don't get me wrong. But the practice rooms are here on the edges, and the sound is staying over there. Like this is a wall. It doesn't go all the way around, but it's not facing into this where sound can bleed. And here's the second choir room, much bigger, more practice rooms. See how this one though, it's wrapped around. It's really not an issue. This one's more, I guess, cathedral-like because this window goes all the way down, and those ones are really high up. But much bigger risers, much bigger. Just room is huge, and floor is more interesting. So, yeah, same width, but much deeper. All right, moving on. We have the band and orchestra halls. Here's a hall. Don't know which one it is. Don't ask. Probably orchestra, because there's not a lot of practice rooms. Because one of those is the office. That's the office, and then 3 practice rooms. So we have windows right there, and then a space for the light. That was not actually original. I added that later on, so technically those should be boarded up. That's that same room. Here's another one. Don't know if it's been orchestra. It's a big room. I think this is the biggest one. Ah, yes. Yeah. This one has one entrance, but there's an exit right there. So, and this one actually has windows. Here's another exit. Grubhub, save at Wendy's and more. $7 off. 25 plus orders. See, I don't know. Exclusions may apply. And then this is the theater side. Notice how there's no shop. Anywho. Here's the black box. This is the biggest black box for a school I've built. Huge. So, yeah, and there's not even chairs. Even if you added seats, it's still huge. And then another exit, and then classroom. So this would be tech theater. All right, let's go back into the lobby and go up the stairs so we can turn on the booth. Maybe it's already on. I don't know. There might be something in here. So this is a nice vestibule. Oh, it's off. Oh, there's something on stage. Okay. So there's only 2 lighting rigs for this, and then let's turn on everything. So, so here's the auditorium. Does not look like the one that it's based after at all. Wide, kind of looks like Centennial. But right now on stage is Aladdin. So that's what these little orange ones are for. They're the stars in the night sky. But I guess some of the lights have burnt out, which is fine. Look, I even had support columns. Sorry. So this is the Aladdin set. It's huge. It's 3 deep, I guess 3.5, because this one kind of extends back. But here's the pit. This one is all. Why did I make it all this? It's like a mistake. I don't feel like that's Yes, it is. I don't know why it looks like that. But then you have these nice little alcoves on each side. This one's red for the pit because there's stairs. And then you come back here. So yeah, oh, yeah, that was tiny. So it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It would have been only 5 deep. So this is with the extension 1 out. Now you can turn on the stage from back here as well. Yeah, imagine this one smaller. Tiny stage. Tiny, tiny, tiny. The proscenium opening is big. So, you know, you can take, let's count how big it is. It's big for high school. 23. It's not the biggest, but it's still a good size opening. And then, yeah, it's a big auditorium. I like it. It's one of my favorites. It's not the most visually appealing, but it's a cool one. The curtain's green. We have all this rigging up here for their show. So, yeah, it's a cool one. I think it's pretty in its own way. It's very modern. But yeah, simple. Really not much going on. Look how I can turn on all the things. Is that so cool? Doo-doo. Now it's off, and then doo-doo. Now it's done. All done. So, good size auditorium. I like that it kind of goes in. I don't know how to describe that, but it does the thingy thing, and I think the thingy thing's cool. Yeah, that's it. Kirk it's big, but it's not the biggest one that I have. It's very spread out. I don't know how I could have condensed this more besides removing this middle section. That would have made the school a little bit shorter this way. And the gym could have been brought in closer. And this is just wasted space. But yeah, the school's from 2021. I didn't realize that it was that old. But I guess it is that old. So, peace out. I'm going to fix that sign. I'll get these 2 videos uploaded as soon as I can. Thank you. How do I... Oh, that's right. And because Vera said, hey, why didn't you edit that out? I'm keeping it in. Womp womp.